see everyone today. Can you see me over these beautiful helmets? I think so. Okay. Well, first of all, thanks for being here. Thanks for your great coverage throughout the season. I've said it before, but proud of the teams that are here today, but most importantly, how things played out this year. I said it in July that we'd be the deepest conference in America. We had incredible parity, and I think it's played out that way. If you think about coming into the last weekend of the season, 9 schools in contention, and then ending up with a 14 tiebreaker, I think that's about balance and parity. So excited about what we're building here, obviously. Excited about Iowa State and ASU today. You look at ASU, they were picked 16th before preseason polls, and now they're in the conference championship. Spent some time with Coach Dillingham this morning. He's a real passion guy, and I told him never lose that. I'm a passion person, as all of you know, and so we have a lot in common when it comes to that. Spoke to Coach Campbell this morning as well. That's a gritty team over there. They got off to a great start, had a couple of weeks where they were facing some injuries and things didn't go their way, but ultimately very resilient, and they find themselves here too. 2 ranked teams, really proud about that. And I don't want to get into too much about how we're positioned versus other conferences. I did a lot of that on Wednesday. But I will say, where I sit, there should be no comparison between us and any G5 conference champion. Strength of schedule matters. We played 9 conference games. We mandated 10. You know the data points. I'm going to get into too much of that today, but I'll double down on that for sure. Hopefully, the selection committee will do what they need to do. I have a lot of trust and faith in them. They've heard my point of view. It's been pretty public. They have to go to work, figure it out, and we'll see where we land. But I feel good about where we are and feel good about being in the CFP. And hopefully we'll end up in the right spot, get that bye, and then go from there. I'll take some questions now.
Stephen August with EP. Brett,
Nice to see you.
You've called this a 10-hole event. With the way, I know this is the first year of the 12-team playoff and all that, but we've seen kind of what's happened with some of these games. SMU, there was talk maybe they shouldn't even play the game because of data point. I know they didn't say that, but there was hints of that. What do you think this does for the future of conference championship games? Or do you still feel the way you did about this game last year?
I do. It's a 10-pole event, and for this game specifically today, it's win and you're in. So it's a very meaningful game. It's going to be a dramatic game. So we love being here at AT&T Stadium, and I should have started off by thanking the Dallas Cowboys and the Jones family for being such great hosts. But no, this is an important part of who we are, our brand, and we're going to continue to have championship games here at AT&T. I will tell you though, for the fans, there's an unintended consequence when you think about the 12-team format. Fans now have to decide what games they want to go to. There was a little media mention about that this week, and if you host that first round game, you're going to 4 games, to get to the finals and to win the championship, and that's something that's new. Plus the conference championship. So on the fans, I think it's kind of challenging right now. But from a conference perspective, this is an important moment for us. Gives us a chance to amplify who we are. We're live on ABC, big audience, big platform, important for our student athletes. So we'll continue to be here. But thank you for the question.
Right here, Mike.
Good morning, Brett. Ben Hutchins with the Quad City Times.
Nice to see you.
I'm wondering, is the Big 12 at all interested in clarifying its tiebreaker rules to one perhaps a little bit more clear to fans and some of the people watching?
Well, I think our tiebreaker rules were very clear. In fact, we had a championship portal on our website. We over-communicated. I thought it was very fluid, and I'll defer to Scott Draper, who's here, but I think when you look at us versus the other conferences, we over-communicate to the fans. We are on social media. Starting last Friday, we had a tracker after every game, updating our fans on where we were and how the tiebreaker would play out. So I'm thrilled with the work my team did.
Right here. I'd say the pink lanyard, but everyone's wearing one. Chris, will you raise your hand so she knows where we're going?
Hi, Brett. Doug Haller with The Athletic. How are
Nice to
you?
see you.
You mentioned Kenny's passion, and you being a passionate guy yourself. Was there a moment this season that you saw from him or heard about as like, okay, I can relate to this guy, you know, I can see the passion in him?
So Kenny and I had a little history. You know, I got to know Kenny last year, even before, you know, they officially, you know, ASU became part of the conference. One of my dearest friends, George Pine, his son played for Coach. So I got to know him through that dynamic. And, you know, again, young guy, really all about passion and energy, you know, galvanizes his team. He's given that team a bit of an identity. And it's very relatable for me. You know, I told him this morning we're cut from the same cloth. So glad he's in our conference, and I think he's going to do really well here.